What's your best fire me, I freaking dare you moment from work? I was the only IT guy for a company with 200 employees, 3 years, 0 raises, and I was making $52K while doing the work of 3 people. My manager kept promising next quarter. Meanwhile, I'm running everything. Servers, security, network infrastructure, even fixing the CEO's personal iPad when his grandson messed it up. I didn't mind the work. I actually liked solving problems. But watching new hires in sales start at 65K while I kept the entire company running on outdated equipment, that stung. One Tuesday afternoon, the VP of operations laptop crashed during a board meeting with potential investors. He called me in a complete panic. Presentation was gone, everything frozen. I showed up in 10 minutes, pulled the hard drive, recovered everything, and had him back up in 20 minutes. The investors never even knew there was a problem. After the meeting, he called me into his office. Just curious, he said, "How much are we paying you?" I told him, $52,000. His face went completely white. He just stared at me for a solid 10 seconds. "That's criminally low. You just saved us a $2 million contract." I shrugged. "I've been asking for a raise for 3 years. He looked angry. "Not at me, at my manager. I'll take care of this," he said. Next morning, my manager calls me in. I'm thinking finally, the raise is coming. Instead, he closes the door and goes, "You've been getting too comfortable here. The VP put in a good word for you, but that doesn't change the fact that you're not irreplaceable. Maybe you need to remember that." I just sat there. "Is that all?" He leaned back in his chair, smirking. "That's all. Oh, and don't bother the executives with salary complaints. It makes you look desperate." I nodded. "Okay." I went back to my desk and updated my resume during lunch. By 3 p.m., it was on every job board I could find. By Friday, I had 3 interviews lined up, all of them paying at least 75K. The following Tuesday, I accepted a position at a tech firm for 92K, almost double what I was making. They wanted me to start in 2 weeks. I scheduled a meeting with my manager to put in my notice. When I walked in, he had that same smug look. Before I could say anything, he goes, "I hope you're here to apologize for your attitude last week." I slid the resignation letter across his desk. He picked it up, read it, and actually laughed. "Good luck finding someone else who'll put up with your workload for what we're offering. You'll be back in a month." I smiled. "You'll find someone, I'm sure of it." He waved me off. 2 weeks then. Don't expect a reference. Here's the thing he didn't know. I was the only person with the admin passwords. The only one who knew how our custom inventory system worked. The only one who'd built our backup protocols from scratch. I documented some things, sure, but not everything. Not the workarounds, not the emergency procedures, not the relationships I'd built with our vendors. I worked my 2 weeks. I was professional, polite, answered questions when asked, but I didn't volunteer anything extra. My last day was a Friday. I handed in my badge, cleaned out my desk, and left at 5 p.m. Monday morning at 9:30, I got a call from an unknown number. I let it go to voicemail, then another, then another. By 11 a.m., I had 6 missed calls and 3 voicemails from my old manager, each one sounding more desperate. The network had gone down. No one could log in. Tuesday, their payroll system couldn't process. 150 employees didn't get paid on time. Wednesday, their entire client database locked them out after too many failed password attempts. By Thursday, the VP called me personally. His voice was strained. "Listen," he said, "I know you're at your new job, but we need help. Name your price. Contract work, whatever you want." I said, "Sorry, I'm really busy getting settled here. Training's pretty intensive." He went quiet. Then, "What would it take to get you back full-time? Double your old salary? 110K? I let the silence hang. Then I said, "I'm making 92K at my new job, and I'm comfortable here. I learned from my last manager that getting too comfortable is bad. Don't want to make that mistake again." He tried to respond, but I thanked him for calling and hung up. I heard through a friend who still worked there that they ended up hiring 3 people to replace me. 1 for network management, 1 for security, 1 for user support. Combined salaries, over 210K. My old manager got demoted 2 months later, and me, I'm still at that tech firm. Just got promoted to senior engineer. Comfortable as hell.